All right. Cool. So this is event number 449. I'm going to be your moderator. The package leader is going to be Boondock Saint. And at this point, I'm going to hand off to Boondock for the package briefing.
All right. So I'm streaming.
Everyone go to his
briefing.
stream.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now I'm used to PowerPoint. Where's the fucking present button?
Oh, you're in a weird... Dude, you're in like a weird mode. I don't know.
I'm like in the edit mode.
You're in
need
like...
to...
No, you're in like...
Top right.
Oh,
There you go.
Sweet. All right. Thanks, whoever said that. All right. So this is UO event 449. Fuck, man. I can remember when we were on like 10. This is Donkey Kong, because it's about to be on. Right now, the current campaign situation is in the air. It says contested, but to be honest, if you've been here the last couple weeks, we're getting our ass kicked. The flow of enemy aircraft into our country is a lot. They are superior to our Block 30s, not our Block 50s, though. We've also taken a lot of losses. Luckily, our allies have resupplied us. So today we're... Sorry, I stopped talking. Today we're going to attempt to make a strike on 2 of their primary air bases north of Sarajevo. We can expect Su-35s, MiG-29s, possibly Greek F-16s again. So, again, positively identifying the target is important, but I'll get into that when we get further around. There's potentially SA-6s, 3s in the area. Also, there's possibly an SA-10 in the urban area, splitting the 2 target areas. So, Bajinka, whatever the fuck that airfield's name is, and Nikola Tesla Airfield, there's an urban center just south of them, right in the middle between the 2. Potentially an SA-10 there. As I said, we're getting our asses kicked by the enemy air forces. We're going to conduct Oka strikes on Barajinko and Nikola Tesla Air Base. Weather's good, tops at 28. Again, pop-up SA-3s, 4s, 6s. There's also a 10 between the 2 target air bases. When you go low, Oka people, when you go low, NOE, to start your bomb run, be aware of AAA man pads. Whatever the fuck this is. Alright, so the operation will begin at 0800 local, morning raid. Seed Escort will take off first at 0 hour, and Chris, you're going to be on target around plus 26 from 0 hour.
Mm-hmm.
Whether the strike proceeds or not is I'm pretty much going to rely on you. You either tell me the door's open or not. If not, everybody else will Rolex or Orbit. All right, so part of the reason I have the strike coming in so quick behind your flight cross is I'm hoping the large radar signature will entice a lot of enemy anti-air to turn on, and if need be, we can flow south after we start getting spikes to get out of their engagement range, and that should give you guys some pretty juicy targets if their radars turn on, especially that SA-10. But I'm going to leave pretty much everything seed related up to your discretion, okay? You're pretty much the seed expert. So however you want to persecute seed targets for the strike and escorts, go for it. All right, escort cap flights. We're going to take off at 1 minute and 2 minute intervals after the seed. And then we should be there around H27. Then the strikes will take off at +4 and +5 minutes after 0 hour and arrive in at 28 to 29. Strike leader, which I don't know who it is right now. I got to bring up the roster slide in a minute because some slides got moved around. Whoever the strike leader is, you're going to continue as told unless myself or Kraus tells you to pause while they continue their seed mission. Another reason I might delay you is a large contingent of enemy air is trying to intercept you, and until the escorts mop it up, you're going to delay. If we get jumped between the target area and our airbase like we did last week, fuck the Oka mission. Depending on how large the enemy flight is, we're gonna splash as many enemy aircraft as possible. I mean, that's part of the point of this mission. It's like a hybrid Oka / fighter sweep. If we can splash 6 to 10 fighters and miscellaneous bombers or other aircraft, great. If we can disable both of their air bases, even better. But if we get jumped between then and now, we're going to jettison all of our extra dead weight and go to air-to-air mode. I'll make that decision depending on what I'm hearing from the package leads and the air picture. We've had shit luck with the AWACS, so be prepared to persecute and ID targets on your own, flight leads.
What did you say about AWACS?
It sucks. So if he stops working, be prepared to persecute air targets on your own. Kraus, whatever weapons you want to use, bro. All you. Everybody fencing on the deck, be prepared to defend yourself while taking off and defend Sarajevo. If Sarajevo gets hit, that's like game over. That's going to severely degrade the rest of the campaign for us. So if we get into the pit and the airbase is under attack, get airborne. I don't give a fuck about the tower. Get airborne and defend the airbase. And that, Chris, again, I'm going to be relying on your discretion on that, Kraus, because you're the first to take off. You'll be in the pit first, all right?
Copy.
Just the general area. That's where that SA-10 might be. So my 2 escort flights, when it comes to persecuting targets, you see this army base right here? Use that as the demarcation line. So whatever flight is escorting this airbase's strike package, this is your area of operation, and this will be the other escort flights. All right, here's our contracts. Seed, Kraus, you know this stuff. Pretty easy. If something pops on, let us know it popped on. Let us know when you're attacking it. Myself, being an escort lead, and whoever the second, which I think is Hex. Hex, if we get pushed back, go ahead and call Castle, and I'll come into your engagement area to try and delouse your targets. If I call Castle, come try and give me a hand. What I would do, me personally, but I'm going to leave it up to you, Hex, like if I hear you're in trouble on Castle, I'm only going to send one element to help you because I don't want to leave my strike package unattended, okay?
All right.
Kraus, let me know when the door's open.
Yeah. There's a lot more air defenses than what is briefed. So this is going to be a pretty challenging mission. There's a battery. There's a battery of SA-17s on Nikola Tesla, and there is a SA-6. Here, I'll send a screenshot into the channel. But yeah, I'm actually most worried about the 17s. Even if it was like an 8-ship seed, we'd probably have trouble dealing with that. So if we're gonna attack this target, we're gonna have to do it NOE, and if you pop up at all, you're probably toast.
Yeah, S2 must have missed that intel. It's almost like they fragged the mission on short notice.
I'm gonna put in the voice chat. This is all the air defense that I could find. So there's a SA-6 right in the ingress. So we should avoid that and not waste missiles on that if we can. And then there's an SA-17 on Nikola Tesla and an SA-6 northwest of Bajenica. Janika, whatever.
Okay. Well, I would say the 17 is probably your primary target. With
Yeah.
the 10, if you can say it, and the 6s after that. But again, man, you're like the best seed person I know, so
It's not about being good. It's just like it's a lot of systems. So like I can't even get close to that 17 or the so with the 10 I can shoot harms at it. We can get close. We can try to attack it. Same with the 17, but we're only gonna have 8 like between 6 and 8 harms. So it's like what I'm trying to say is I would plan if we actually want to hit this target, I would plan to do it unsupported because there's no way we're going to be able to deal with all these defenses. You're going to have to be really low and go NOE the whole time.
yeah. So yeah, that's fine. So basically, the strike package leaders, the 2 Oka flights, go NOE early, like probably steer 5. And I'm not looking at your flight plan right now, so I don't remember where your target steer is. I think both of them are steer 7. Go NOE early, get your bombs down, and then burn home. The escorts will stay further back, trying to cover any enemy air jumping you, but we need to know if there's aircraft taken off from the runways. Because if that's the case, we'll come down to the deck with you and take care of them. If you hear Donkey Punch on the radio, that means we're abandoning the Oka strike, go air to air, and we're going to try and splash as many aircraft as possible. And then egress, Miller time when the mission's complete. Landing is going to be straight ins by flight. If the tower goes fucky, like it has sometimes, go to guard, which is uniform 14, right, Chris, by default?
19.
Yeah, I'm not sure. What is the 13?
I thought
No,
it was 14.
guard is 19.
19.
Okay.
Or just flip the squelch knob once.
Yeah.
I just use the knob. I never use the actual. I use the squelch knob as well.
I still play with your knobs and get them to guard if you can't get the tower to come up. Commit range is 35 nautical miles. Negative 40. We're gonna go with 40. There's a lot of deadly aircraft by chance they happen to get within 20 miles and you haven't fired at them yet, just go defensive. This is a thing we've learned the last couple weeks. But if you're up against Su-35s, 29s, and they're within 20 miles of you, assume you have a missile inbound, okay? And just go defensive. You got to try and get your weapons off the racks quickly. And then, jank right, left, whatever. Notch away from the aircraft. And if you don't have time to wait for the pit bull, don't. Just fucking make him go defensive and get yourself safe. The escort packages are no good if we get splashed by 35s and 29s. Because then they're just going to ass rape the rest of the strike. So, I'm not going to brief a hard deck because most of the flight will be NOE onto the target range. But my escort flights, let's stay above 15,000 unless we're persecuting air targets and covering the strike, okay? But try and stay as far away from some of those anti-air defenses as possible. Don't ignore this stuff. All right, that's all I got. Any questions? Succession of command. Hex, you here?
All right, listen up.
Hex? All right, I'm sure he's here. He's in the channel.
Hey, can we just for the contracts, the door open stuff? Are we still doing that? Because there will be no point where it's safe to attack this target. That's what I was trying to explain.
Yeah. Okay, so
We can't deal with all these defenses. Like even if we had 12 like 12 aircraft, we wouldn't be able to kill all these air defenses. So it's going to be a matter of like, I'm going to go in there, I'm going to suppress what I can, but I'm not going to be able to, like, it won't be safe. Like it's going to be dangerous.
Unless there are only 2 Talars down there.
Yeah.
All right, so Oak and Shinpak, just conduct your strike as fragged NOE. Okay.
What you guys can do is you can tell me when you're like 5 minutes out. That would be helpful. But then I'll wheel around and I'll make sure that stuff gets suppressed.
Okay.
Want to call out your call sign 5 minutes. I'll be able to help then.
Okay, let me get in the game real quick.
We're missing Gamble 4.
Can I put an idea out there?
Yeah.
Because we don't strictly need 8 bombs on each airfield. What if we have an element of the Ochre Strike go seed with Mavericks? Just as a backup.
I would highly recommend that you guys carry seed weapons because I
We
cannot
don't have
express how
bombs,
heavily
unfortunately, but
defended these targets are. Extremely heavily defended.
Yeah.
It would be nice if the strikers could carry some harms, but definitely bring something to fight that.
we only have the block 30s, unfortunately.
Bring a strike.
Like, if we just
yeah,
disable
yeah.
an airfield and take out a shit ton of SAMs, that would be mission accomplished, and don't get shot to Swiss cheese.
Okay, let me do that.
Boone.
Yo.
What are we doing? Are we going to flight? Are you done with the brief?
Yeah, I'm done with the brief. Sorry,
Alright,
I was
so-
trying to get my BMS.
All right, so we're gonna do IVC checks, and then we're gonna do flight briefings. So let's go ahead and start with Cobra 7.
Just a sec. Cobra 7-1.
Cobra 7-2.
Okay, whoa, I thought I was
I'm
7-2.
sorry. No, I fucked up. I'm 7-3, yeah.
Yeah, no worries. Cover
Cover
7-2.
7-3.
Cobra 7-4.
Got pretty confused there.
Spade 7, go ahead.
Spade 7-1.
Spade 7-2.
Spade 7-3.
Spade 7-4.
Alright. Keep going to Gamble.
Gamble 5-1.
Gamble 5-2.
5-3.
No 4.
Spade 4.
Spade 4-2.
Spade 4-4.
Damn it.
Hawkeye
yes.
5-1.
Okay, 5-2.
3.
4.
That's everyone. Those are the voices.
So we have 19?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, let's split out into the flight channels, please.
Ooh-wee.
Are we switching to VHF data link so not to step on the AWACS?
On data link is like tied to UHF, but our VHF for like in-flight talks will be VHF 18.
Okay.
You can put the data link. You can put the data link on VHF, but then you lose the flight leads from the other flights.
Yeah.
Yep.
Give me 1 second. Trying to unfuck my stuff. Alright, so we have 5 long sticks, 1 heater. We really should never be in a position to use that heater if you are, but it's just good to have. We're covering the strike that's hitting Nikola Tesla, where those SA-17s are. Fucking Kraus and his recon skills. I knew they were there. I wanted to be a little surprised and fun, but let's see. All right, so when we get to steer 2, who's mine number 3? BS.
Yep.
Yeah, it's BS.
Okay, BS. I want you to at steer 2. I want you to hang back a little bit and put about 10 miles between us. All right. That way, if we get jumped by a lot of shit, I can flow back towards you and start to drag them to you.
Cool, Abby.
And then me and Top turn around. Huh?
I said Kuwapi.
Oh, okay. You were a little broken, but that might be on my end. Apparently, I'm having.
No. I heard him broken too.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. Is this a fucking? I think there's another tank battalion coming towards our fucking airbase. Let me see if this is the one the A-10 said last time. Yeah, they're 81% operational. That's fine. I want us to orbit and scan around steer 5, okay? So I'll have my flight at Angels 25, and BS, can you be around Angels 20? And scan from basically your altitude to the deck, and then I'll scan mid-range high. And what we'll do is we'll orbit steer 5 clockwise and keeping our radars to the north. Because I don't want us to get too close to that 17 unless Kraus says that they took it out. If we start to notice, push your radars out as far as you can. If you start to notice enemy aircraft taking off from the airfield, then we'll hit the deck and go in and engage those aircraft, all right? But there's no air bases past where we're attacking to the northeast.
Yeah.
There are air bases to the west, but there's none to the northeast, which means any enemy aircraft that we encounter should be en route to the target. So we should already have busted our nut before the strike package gets to Nikola Tesla Air Base. And the only thing we should have to deal with is pop-up groups from those air bases. If I go down, BS, you're in charge. This is a pretty shallow flight, so let's go Joker, 4,000 pounds. Bingo, 2,000 pounds.
4,000, 3,000.
1,000. I mean, it doesn't matter. We don't know Joker anyway, but basically 2,000 is when you need to start thinking about going home. So put your bingo at 2,000. Weather should be clear. What'd you say, Bob?
Are we expecting anything on the northwest? Looks like there's an air base there.
Yeah, you're talking about Sabak?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there could be pop-up groups from Sabak. If I remember correctly, there's a MiG-29 squadron there. Let me take a look real quick.
Do you mean Sombor to the northwest?
There's only a chopper. There's a Hind squadron at Sabak, so we should be good.
You have Sombor northwest of steer 4, where the grid says 2, 3 above it, like between Croatia and Serbia.
Yeah, there's two airports up there. There's Kalisa and Sombor. Sombor has a MiG-29 squadron.
That's the 4 bandits that you see there.
Yeah.
Probably, because they're 11,000. They just departed Sombor, my opinion.
And depending on where they're going, we might encounter them. Let me see what's at Kalisa. And there's a MiG-27 squadron at Kalisa. So, what I expect to happen is, I expect Hexagon to call Castle, and we're gonna have to go over and help him with those, especially because he's only a 3 ship. So, we'll help him out if we can. Like I said, I might initially just detach UBS to go up there while I cover our aircraft. But if I feel confident nothing's coming from the south, southeast, or northeast, I might just send our entire flight over there. All right?
Where, to the northeast?
If Hex gets in trouble.
Yeah.
So if Hex gets in trouble and I don't think that our strike package, our responsibility is secure, I'm just going to send Element 2, BS, and Ricey to go help out Hex. If I feel like our package is secure and we're not getting jumped by the Greeks to our southeast, then all 4 of us can go help him, because that's probably going to be where most of the enemy's coming from. I just don't want to leave the strike packages with their dicks in the wind.
Got it.
That's really about it. Our job's not that complicated. It's protect the packages, kill enemy air. What Victor are we on? 18?
18, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll be 18 X-ray, and then BS, you take Yankee for your element, okay?
So it's
Yep.
81 for the second one. Like number 2 and number 4.
Okay.
So just to make this clear, Boone, you are 18 Yankee.
18 X-ray.
I'm 18. Okay, X-ray. Yeah. I'm 8-1 X-ray. BS, you'll be 8-1. Correction, 1-8 Yankee, and Rice, you'll be 8-1 X-ray.
Okay, 81 extra.
Yep. That's it, right?
I don't think you said that right.
No, you didn't. You're
What?
81 X-ray, Tab.
Yeah. Did I say something else?
Yeah, you
I
reversed it.
81.
It's fine. No, you're 81 X-ray. Ricey's Yankee.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I meant.
Fence in on the ground, boys. Fence in on the ground. BS, can you stay on uniform 6 during takeoff in case the airbase gets jumped, and I'll deal with tower.
You got it.
Because that was one of the problems we had last week. Because people were still taking off and other people were dying, but everybody was on tower comms. Let's see. All right, that's all I have. BS, any questions, bro? BS.
I'm looking. I don't see any.
Okay.
I don't see any questions.
Okay, cool. Ricey?
I'm good.
Tab?
I'm good.
All right, let's go die gloriously.
Do you want to live forever?
Succession of command is hexagon and then you cross.
Okay, cool. All right. So please mute, but do not deafen Discord during the flight. Use Shift T to chat in game if you have any technical issues. If you have an issue, close BMS and IVC, get your issues sorted out. Use instant action to check your flight controls, then relaunch BMS and reconnect. Every time you enter 3D, you must restart BMS. After you land and exit BMS, or if you get knocked out, jump down to the debrief channel to chat with others. If you haven't done so already, recon a target in 2D to preload your cache and speed of your load-in time. Double-click your flight in the frag order on the top left. Double-click on the slot that you're in. Click the data cartridge button on the right side. Click comms. click Com Plan, click Save, go to the IFF page, click IFF Plan, click Save. Okay, so we're going to be committing as taxi. Everyone can click takeoff and then taxi right now.
Bio break, please.
Oh yeah, sorry, I lied. 4-minute break before you do the taxi thing. 4-minute break. Forgot about that. We're going to come back on 47 of the hour.
Thank you.
Say again, come back on 47 of the hour. Go enjoy your emergency jettison.
Oak wasn't fucking around, yo. He was like, he's like, you better not forget this fucking bio break.
Three very important steps here.
It's like,
So we start in taxi. Sorry, we start in taxi.
Affirm.
No, not right now, Stevie. Stand by.
Well, we do.
But when we do, we start taxi, not.
Yes,
we
that's
do,
correct.
yes.
Cool. Thank you.
No, I don't think I went over this in my flight, but make sure you guys are on wingman tack end. Hey Boone.
Hey, Cross.
Just an FYI, the Hawkeye flight plan was completely jacked. I'm hoping it lets us like get airborne, but some of the the steer points are like 5 to like 10 days in the future.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so like the steer point 2 is day 7, steer point 3 is day 10, steer point 4 is day 17, etc.
Ooh,
That's
time
a long
travelers.
flight.
Yeah.
We're gonna go back to the future. Marty?
88 miles per hour.
Miles
Cross.
an hour. Yep.
Yeah, I saw that
We're gonna take it with-
before when people start blowing
Is
up.
your takeoff time right?
Yeah, the takeoff time and the target time is correct, so that's all I really was focusing on.
You should be fine then.
Yeah.
Boone, so just to make sure you're taking the X-ray taken, right?
Yes.
Gotcha.
I think I'm gonna chicken out again and take these Mavericks off my wing. I'm very indecisive. I'm very indecisive right now, guys.
Chris, take one.
Take
Take
one
Bro.
more.
Bro, it's just a fucking sophisticated boot. That's all. Fuck that. You got it.
Dom, I'm
Boots
waiting
are scary,
for the,
yo.
for the
Surprise,
banjo.
If they're not emitting, we can
It's
always
broken.
try to get a precise fix and then do like an
Oh my-
even shot.
That
with it.
is a bad omen. The banjo is broken.
Hang on, I'll get my spare banjo. Hold on.
Motherfucker got a spare. That's why I love him. Got a spare banjo. He said, let me get the B team banjo.
How many people do you know that have a spare banjo?
He's the only fucking person I know that has a primary banjo.
Let me go
All
to
right.
backup banjo.
All right, ladies and gents, we're gonna kick this thing off. Go ahead and if you haven't done so already, click take off on the bottom right, and then go to taxi. And I did chicken out and go with the Mavericks. I love it. Thank you. Without that, my life would be so much worse.
You guys here?
Force loaded in.
3's up.
Two is in the pit. 1, how do you copy?
I'm here. Stand by 1.
NA phase, Hawkeye 5-3, bogeyed up.
Alright, let me.
Loud and clear.
Alright, let's taxi, boys. One's rolling. Copy 234.
2 ready for taxi.
3.
2 taxiing. Two is fenced in.
310.
4 is.
3 is in the pit. 2 is in the pit.
Hey Boone, you okay?
1, how do you copy? Okay, I have no idea what happened.
Yeah, I think Boone's out, man. I think that's him over in the field.
Yeah.
Alright, well let's let him get sorted. Let's go ahead and take off.
Yeah. BS, you take the lead. 3, take the lead. And let us know that 1 is out.
Contact.
Go ahead and take off first.
Contact 224 for 140. Outlaws times 2 headed northeast.
Alright, I'm going to pass you on your left.
Four's in here.
Package Spade 4, 3 ship, Spade 4-1 fell out. Guys, push uniform 6.
2. 4.
Airborne, 3 good ships on care.
3, are you to my 9 o'clock?
Hey, firm. That's 3. I'm at 10 degrees nose up, 400 knots.
Copy.
Everything out front is mode 4 positive at the moment.
Spade 7 to package lead. Are we still going?
They still think that number 1 is the package lead. Yeah, you need to tell them that I think Gamble 5-1 is now lead.
Gamble 5-1. Do you copy that you're the package lead? Push steer 3, guys.
Gamble 5-1. 2. 4.
Gamble 5-1, Spade 4-3.
Go.
Are you tracking that you're the package lead? Spade 4-1 fell out.
8.
Alright, guys, got Strubbers out at 80.
Hawkeye.
Contact, bullseye 22244. Strobing. Angels 27.
Package Cobra 7, 4 ship F-16. Check in.
Chalice declare. And AWACS is shot.
in from the east, engaging 222 for 4-3, 32,000 strength to Su-27.
Alright, Hawkeye, you've got Escort 10 miles in trail if you want us to take care of that. Otherwise, we'll follow you in.
Second.
Let's level off at 25.
Be advised, the second group is bullseye 25029er Strobing.
Hawkeye 5 is boarding, it's bombers.
Alright, flight, jammer's on, but if you get shot at, shut him off.
2. 4.
Gamble 5, confirm your data link band.
Gamble 5. Nails 27, 10 o'clock.
Say again?
We're on Victor Interflight for data link. Where did you copy?
Yeah, let's swing left and take a look at it.
Copy.
I've got the nails, but I'm negative contact.
Copy, I had second, nails 27, was 11 o'clock. In the inner circle. I have nothing on the radar. Contact. Bullseye 27172, Angels 23, I'm sending you.
Data.
Do you have the target, 3?
Spade 4-3, Fox 3, 271, 70, 22,000, SU-27.
I'm getting closer.
There's 2 of them in there.
Copy. Broke lock.
4 just support.
4.
2 ships at 27066.
Spade 4-2, Fox 3, Bullseye 271, 65, Angels 23, 27. Gamma 5 is moving north.
27's at 28743.
Flash. There's a second one. Spade 4-2, Fox 3, Bullseye 271, 58, Angels 22, 27. Spade 7 checking in uniform 2. 3, I'll return to steer point 3. Close our lock. 269 for 53, 22,000 feet. Spike 27, 11 o'clock. Probably inside the SA-10.
Yeah, get ready to flow south, boys. West, I mean.
Two is flowing currently 200. Deal out, please.
Spade 4-3, Fox 3, 278. Out west.
Shaft flare.
4's turning back to steer 3.
3's defensive.
Shaft flare.
3, I'm turning towards you.
Spade Force Castle.
3, can you give me a bullseye? Gamma 5 is in. For the target?
3's defensive.
Copy.
There's a wall of SU-27s.
Spike 27, 9 o'clock.
Hawkeye 5, understand castle. Hawkeye 5's plane 8 in from the
4's
south.
turning back in. 4 delouse me, please.
Alright, 3's naked.
4 copy. Copy 3.
5-1, Fox 3 times 2, 270, 51.
3 spiked again.
Cover 7, Spade 7, anchor.
Anchoring at push point.
So you here?
3's here, multiple 27s to the northeast.
Force turning back out. Spike 27, 6 o'clock.
Actually on 27356, 23,000.
2 and 4 status.
4's flowing back to steer 3. 2 is over steer 3. I'm turning north just to try and get something.
Alright, 2 and 4 still coming southwest. 3, see if you can delouse.
Stepped on 3 second.
3 and 4 still coming southeast. 2, see if you can delouse.
I got at least 10 strobers.
Okay, Gamble 5 is in.
It's 266 52. We are outnumbered.
Alright, 4, let's turn in with 2 now.
Okay, 4 turning back in.
Fox times 2, pitbull off the rails, 35266.
Spade 4 is turning in hot.
Okay, with you guys. Nails 27, 9 o'clock. They are all to the north. I see some bombers. I shot at one of the bombers. Spike 27, 11 o'clock.
Spade 4-3, Fox 3, 25866, 16,000.
4 Fox 3.
Chaff, flare.
3's defensive.
Copy. 4's defensive.
What do you guys got for a weapon state?
Fox 3, 26070, 18,000.
Chaff, flare.
Three's running from a wall of missiles. Alright, 3's naked, 2 by long sticks, and 7.4 flight status.
2 standby. 4's got 2 long sticks. 1 heater. 2 is 1 long stick, 1 heater. Two is currently flying towards steer 3. 4's turn back in. I'll go after you guys. Visual on both of you.
Hawkeye 5-3, Fox 3, 253, 34, 22,000, Fox dot crank south.
As soon as I cross you, I'll turn.
3's coming in with 4.
Yeah, I see both of you.
Number 7, Fox 3, Bull 25566 at 17,000.
Be advised, I was spiked 27, 6 o'clock.
I think that guy splashed. Spade 7, Fox 3.
Spade 4-3 Fox 3253 70 16,000.
Four Scout Group 272 for 20 for 71, 20,000 feet.
Incoming Fox Pass 27169, 16,000.
Hawkeye is shooter on that bandit. Hawkeye Fox 3, 240 for 33, 16,000 hot, eastbound.
Fox 3, 276, 67,000.
Give him. 2, Fox 3, bullseye 266, 55, Angels 17. Force turning him back out.
Gamble 5 is Winchester RTB.
Status your shot too.
Say again?
Status your shot.
Raygun 262 53 17.
Not hit people. Lost the target.
Yep, he's turning cold.
Yep.
Hawkeye 5-3 targeted 261 51 17,000 flanker.
Hawkeye picked him up.
Advise 1 heater left.
Flight status.
This is 4, I lost you guys.
Hawkeye 5-3 Fox 3 259 50 45 7.
Okay, I see you too. Be advised, Nails 31, 12 o'clock. It's inside the, probably the area of the bases.
Gamble 5 checking off uniform. Hawkeye 5-1, take package.
2 is flying towards steer 3, currently over steer 4. I'll reach halfway and I'll turn towards them. 4 is turning towards steer 4.
Spade 7, RV Donkey. Thingy.
Contact 28015 15,000.
Package Cobra 7.
Second contact 2209 14,000.
Down to 2 long sticks.
3 seconds, please.
Alright. The north group is 2 contacts. Three and 4 status. Where are you at?
4 is
Hawkeye 5-3 negative, hold on.
behind you guys.
Megan 257 37 14,000.
2 is in, I need a group.
226 14.
Hawkeye 5 status.
Hawkeye 5 engaged, 229 for 14.
Okay, Hawkeye 5, you have the con. Gamble's out.
Spade 4 Fox 3 259 13 19,000. Skosh.
Do you have any idea what's the status of the SA-10?
Spade 4-3 Fox is on a 31.
3, be advised, group 28425, Angels 2-1, 2 ships. Be advised, AAA over steer 4. status?
3 Scotia out southwest.
Copy, I'm D-lousy. Be advised, AAA over my location.
3's negative. I have nails 31 to the east.
Copy. The group I'm targeting is probably 27. Behind us is the 31.
I put a shot into the 31.
Copy. Was it Angels 2-4? Bullseye approximately 23220?
Yeah, it was maneuvering, so old data.
Copy. Spike 31, 12 o'clock. Two is flying towards your 3.
4 Spike 31, my 6, D-Louse.
Mark out the program.
Two is still Spike.
Force coming in on group 271 for 30, 21,000.
Altitude. Altitude.
Foxtrot.
4 heads up 31, your 2 o'clock Spike.
He's gonna reach a mute.
Four-star Spike 31.
2 is turning towards you.
Force flying over AAA.
Alright, 3's naked 31.
Copy.
Spade 72 committing, MiG 31, 26455.
Confirm that 31, 26155.
31 confirmed.
Affirm.
Lost contact.
3-4 is still here?
4 still here. Just returning.
Copy, I can't get a lock on the 31. I'm still flying on east of the AAA.
In from the
Okay, 4's turning back in.
217 for 22.
And I have a heater. I can't get anything more than he can.
Bandits 281, 48, 21,000.
4's got a 31 coming in from Stereo 6. Cobra 7.
Spike 22. 12 o'clock to the north. Approximately 300.
MiG 31, bullseye 213, 25, 17,000, track northwest. 2 ships there.
Force coming in on Bandits 212 for 31, 18,000.
That's the 31.
Yes.
Cobra 7, Spade 7, say weapons.
Flight say weapons.
2 is 1 hitter.
Cobra
Thanks,
7,
drop.
say weapons.
Cobra, 2 long sticks.
4, what do you got?
8 heaters.
4 string back out.
4, what's your weapon state?
277 for 56.
Four's got 1 long stick, 1
Base
hitter.
7 is full on Mavericks and mostly on long sticks too.
Fox 3, bullseye 231 for 3118,000, SU-27.
Alright, Spade 4, fall back to the airbase. We're going to cap it as protection.
3 seconds, please.
5-1 engaging, 234.
Spade 4, retrograde to the airbase. We're going to maintain a cap over the airbase.
Copy. 2 is heading towards the airbase.
Spade 4 is Skosh. We're going to maintain a cap over the airbase.
4 is Joker.
One's passing steer 3.
Copy. 2 is passing steer 4. 4 is also passing steer 4.
Base 7, 1, Fox 3, 244, set to MiG-29. Okay, that's fine.
Fox 3, 246, and 433, engine 16.
Four is flying directly towards steer 1.
Fox 3, MiG-29, bullseye 286 for 32. 20 pounds.
Four be advised, mature 3 o'clock. Copy, 4 copy.
Fox 3, 274 for 32, 10,000, MiG-31.
Alright, 3's at steer 2. Turn around to take a look.
Copy. 4 turning around.
Okay, 5 for Cobra 7.
Ray gun 240, 87, 29,000.
Say again?
Ray gun 240, 87, 29,000.
Friendly. What is fine? I'm on.
Okay, Hawkeye 5 is attacking air defenses around the target now and pushing for the target area.
4, you still got one long stick?
Yes. And one heater. Cobra 7 is going NOE.
Let's just cap her between stair 2 and 3 for a while.
Okay. 2 copies. 4 copies.
Be advised, Mud 15, 10 o'clock. It's northwest of the base.
Showing everything out at 60 miles here from stair 3.
Bingo. Bingo.
But it's like typical 047 12,000.
Flanker.
3's coming out.
Four is flying back to the steer 2.
16.
Force bingo.
Hawkeye 5 is egressing around of air to air. Multiple blocks pass over the AO.
Alright, 4, see if you can cover their egress.
Copy. 4 copies.
Just hang out here at stair 3, between 3 and 2.
Copy.
He actually has time to land and maybe get a helping refuel or something.
Are you down to 2,000 pounds?
3 seconds.
Are you down to 2,000 pounds?
4's at 2,800.
Yeah, you can hang out.
No.
Force turning towards steer 3.
So 2, go ahead and run cold for a while, and then when we come back south, you turn your radar up track.
Copy, 2 will hang out over steer 2, between steer 2 and 3. I think he still has time to... I got F Spike 22, 12 o'clock.
Do you have radar contact on that?
Negative, not yet. Could be 236142.
Alright, see if you can move for it.
Second, please.
Check mode 4.
4's over steer 2.
4 set, 4 set.
4, I'm looking at 26327 right now.
3 seconds.
4, I'm looking at 26327 right now.
26327.
37 egress.
Make it 25435. Ray gun, 21372, 21,000.
Do you think 4 still has time to get a hot beat refuel or something? It will take him less than 3 minutes in my opinion.
Yeah, everybody's on the way back.
Copy. Contact, bullseye 21880, Angels 21. Print cold. Collection, print hot.
Magnum, 10.
Capture 27.
Where?
3 target bullseye is 22187. Be advised. Force coming in on the group.
Those guys are flowing away from us.
They're actually parallel, but okay.
Hawkeye 5, Cobra 7.
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye, we aborted, got engaged while NOE by 25 over the target area. Hawkeye, Cobra 7 is RTB.
Alright, what about Spade 7?
Spade 7 RTB, we have versus 2.
Understood.
Force coming back out, they're flying away from it.
Cobra Spade, do you have any missiles?
Spade 4 force, Spade 1 either.
Okay, if you could clear my 6, that would be appreciated. I have critical fuel, I'm RTB.
Yeah, Hawkeye, you look okay to me.
Force inbound to steer 2.
Hawkeye 5, Cobra 7. Hawkeye element, turning hot to the lousy.
Hawkeye.
Spade 7-2, nail 20.
Hawkeye 5 is nail 27, bearing
Be advised,
0.
flight plane is 22.
I got a group 224 for 93, 19,000 feet. Can't identify them though.
From 22493?
Yes. 22592.
Copy. Say Angels, please.
7492, Angels 19.
That's probably the 27 I was talking about.
Okay, 2's coming in 5.
Space 7, Nils 27, south of the airbase, south of Sarajevo.
Force. Can you say again the bullseye, please?
22891, 19,000 MiG. Second ship, 18,000.
Force defensive.
Splash on the first ship. Spade 4-3, Fox 2, merge 22788, 17,000.
Shaft, flare.
3, are you merged?
3 was merged.
3's merged and pilot bailed.
3 status?
3's good.
Say again?
3 said he was good.
Copy.
Lock.
Spade 7 checking out uniform 6.
Force got a Spike 27 over the airbase.
There could be an A27 there. That's what I was tracking and it got too far away.
Alright, 3 is Winchester RTB.
Hawkeye 5 checking out.
Copy. 2 has still 1 heater left.
Force also has 1 heater.
Hawkeye 5 on guard, emergency landing, Sarajevo. We're about 2 minutes out. Critical fuel, 300 pounds of fuel.
Force orbiting Sphere 2.
3 is turning towards you on the lousing.
3. Let's form it up and do a victory formation. If you guys got the gas, I'm at 2.2.
What did you want us to form? Where did you want to regroup?
Let's just get back together east of the base here. I'm in the climb up to 20,000.
Copy.
I'm at 22,000. I'm coming down to 2.
2 is 5.1.
On second thought, we're going to land. Let's just get to 15,000.
Hawkeye 5, short final.
Four, was that your last long stick into the 17,000
Which runway?
Yes.
Sweet.
2-9er. I guess it's 3-0.
C3. I'm coming in on your third 3. For fuel state 1-3.
Yep, let's get direct steer 1 and rejoin if possible.
Who's on final aboard? I said I was on short final. I cannot go around. I have 200 pounds of fuel.
Four, be careful with the negative G's. 4 copies.
Lean left. Whoever's on the fucking runway, lean left.
That should make it for a good debrief point.
To be advised, 2 is currently orbiting the airbase. I have 4,008 pounds. Correction, 4.8 pounds of fuel left. So I'll stay here.
1's 8 miles from the runway and the descent down to 8,000.
Altitude. Altitude.
Spade 4-3 is inbound overhead the airfield. Be landing runway 12.
Or be advised, runway 30 is in use. Go straight in.
Yep, make it runway 30.
Hawkeye 5's off runway.
Don't see anyone else in the pattern.
Yeah, me too. I don't see anyone on the final. This is 4, do you say runway 30?
Warning, warning.
A-front,
Warning,
30.
Runway 303 is in a right-hand turn to perch. Spade 4-3, perch to final runway 30.
4 is the right-hand turn. I'll line up with the runway.
Yeah, mind this hill, it's pretty steep descent. Oh, hey, there's like a 3-ship here.
I think we have 31s over the airbase.
I mean, go ahead and land where Winchester.
Say again?
Go ahead and land where Winchester.
Three location?
3's on the ground. There's a 3-ship in the pattern. Heads up.
Copy, I see them. I'll get in front of them. Force turning on final.
Alright, there's a 3-ship southeast of the airbase. Ship just crashed on final and 1 overhead the airport now.
Force got 100 pounds. Should I declare emergency?
Yep, just land.
Where are you? I'm turning on final. I'm asking, should I declare emergency?
All players, Spade 4-4, emergency fuel, final runway 30, Sarajevo. You got 1 in front of you on final 4.
I see a 4-ship, probably lining up with final. Where are you in short final?
2, is that you in the dive?
Say again?
Is that you in the dive too?
Yeah, I'm high.
Alright, copy. All players, Sarajevo, Spade 4-4, short final, Spade 4-2, turning final, and I got a 4-ship in the pattern. Welcome back, 4. 2, let me know when you clear the runway.
2 is wheels down. I'll let you know when I'm clear of the runway. Two is clear.
Spade 4 is clear of the active runway. Alright guys, I'm getting up.
All right, AR
Yeah, allowed.
time. Debrief time. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go flight by flight. Try to cover in a 3-minute time box, sort of like the high level plan you guys had, what went well, and what we can do better for next time. And we're gonna go in flight order. And I believe that would be Hawkeye, so that's me. Okay, so our plan was, so we waffled a lot on whether or not we were gonna bring Mavericks. I was convinced at several points to not bring Mavericks, and then I sort of convinced myself to bring Mavericks. Anyway, so we went in with a mostly seed loadout. I was the only one with Mavs. The other folks had harms, and our game plan was to push in, split by element, go in with a 10-mile trail, and do continuous suppression on the SA-10 and the SA-17 when the strikers were 5 minutes out. We got over the target area, and sort of a similar story. There was about, 15, 20 bandits over the target area. And we got into a grinder that pretty much lasted the entire mission. And we just were in that grinder. There was one point where we got ambushed by a pop-up SA-6, which shot number 2 down. And number 3 was shot by a man-pad or something while trying to get a harm off on the SA-6 that had popped up. So it's both related to the SA-6 ambush. It lit up right under us, fired a missile, killed Lexi, and then 3 was killed after he got a harm off, but was nose low, broke a hard deck, got hit by a man-pad to the face. So that's what happened there. Then there's just me and number 4. We were continuing to fight and trying to clear the way for the strike. We cleared the strike in, fired our harms off at the SA-10 and the SA-3s that were by the target area. And then we just kept, we had, Abe had I think 4 had 1 missile left, and I didn't have anything, and I had 2,000 pounds of fuel. Fired our last Fox 3, killed another Fox bat, and then we started RTBing with super critical fuel. We were deep inside enemy territory with 1,500 pounds. Got all the way back, did an emergency landing. When we were doing an emergency landing, someone was on final. I called that I was on final and doing an emergency landing 3 or 4 times, and then as I was nose down, coming down into final glide slope, someone was right in front of me in the pattern. So we're going to debrief that when we look at the ACMI. But yeah, I had to do a crazy landing where I landed on the right side of whoever this person was, and then I had to flare and do the very dangerous landing. I didn't have the fuel to go around, so there's no way I could have went around. So I just was like, all right, I'm going to land this thing, and if I collide with this guy, I'll just eject or whatever. That was an interesting landing. Okay, good stuff. Really, all right, so number 2, good job staying with me through my crazy maneuvers. Good weapons employment. And good stuff there. Number 3, good element leading, very good, good proactive leading of the element when I was out. That's sort of a gold standard for me of how element leaders should behave. So you were controlling 4, you were telling them where to go, you were communicating what you were doing. That was all awesome. And eventually when you couldn't control 4 because you're out of missiles and you're defensive, you pass 4 off to me, which is also really good because it basically tells me what I need to focus on, which is good as a flight lead. So yeah, that was all really good shit. You getting shot down was a case of shit happens, in my opinion. we were trying to save a wingman, and that's what happens. Number 4, really good sorting and radar skills. Really good air-to-air weapons engagement skills. So good stuff there. And good stuff. Trying to follow 3's orders. So even though that there's a bit confusing, I guess, but we can debrief that. Still good job, like actually trying to follow those orders. Okay, for stuff that could improve. So we had some issues like on look down targets where we kept losing lock. So what I'd recommend to do there too is like just hold down TMS up and nose down towards the target. So in a lot of those cases where you were losing lock, they were look down targets. So you were high pretty much the whole time, and you probably you were losing the illumination because of your nose aspect. So you have to like nose down into the target, drive downhill, and then hold down TMS up, and you'll be able to see him better. They were also jamming, so that's a like the radar is less reliable in this version of BMS. It's not as like God mode as it was in 4.33. And you're going to lose lock, and the way around that is like just illuminate, just hold down TMS up, illuminate, and if you can't get lock, just say unable or lost lock if you had lock and then lost it. Yeah, I made a major fuck up. Point of improvement for myself. Didn't power on my harms. Went to go fire a slap shot at that SA6, which I was in a position to do. Weapon didn't come off the rail. And I was like, what the fuck? And like I was like smashing it, and then I checked the SMS page. I was like, God damn it. I think part of that is because we did a ground fence, and I have like this checklist that I go through in my head, and I like abbreviated it on the ground. And that may have been why Lexi died, because like I was locked up, ready to fire, couldn't fire. So that sucked. Another, I guess that's it for my flight. I don't have any other points. I think that like this package overall would have been better as a 3-ship escort or 3-ship sweep, and then like or 3-flight sweep, 2-flight escort. Seed. 2-flight seed deed, 3-flight sweep cap. I think would have been a better configuration for this flight. And there's no way we could have like dealt with all those air defenses. So even if the bandit picture wasn't there like it would have been really, really hard to do that mission safely. So that's my critique on the package. All right. I'm gonna hand off to Spade 4.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Cool. So on BS, I was number 3 in Spade 4. We had Boondock Fallout, as we already discussed. He had a power spike and lost his peripherals right on taxi. So we sorted that out, went ahead and took off as a 3-ship, reported in as a 3-ship, and then I was trying to get the warm fuzzy that the succession of command had happened, that we passed, that he was down, and then Gamble, I believe, was taken over package lead. So I asked a couple times just to make really sure that we were all on the same page about that. I heard that. We went ahead and pressed, and then we wound up into that kind of, 5-flight grinder that you talked about. We wound up shooting all of our missiles out, and then we fell back and set up a kind of retrograde cap between the package and the airbase to watch you guys on your way out. We were down to just one long stick at the end there, which number 4 put into those MiG-19s right at the end. And then we had a similar thing happen on landing. I turned around to come final. I was making my calls on guard, and some F-16 was on final right underneath me. But that is about it. We'll see on the tape. We had a handful of missed shots. A lot of that was due to the lost lock thing that you already covered. We would get a bandit, lock it up, shoot at it, and then drop the lock. So that missile may or may not have gone on to hit its target. So things that were good, we adjusted on the fly to the loss of our flight lead. I thought we were going to go do a 2-ship grinder. We wound up just flowing as a 3-ship. Overall, I thought we worked pretty well together as a flight and got our stuff targeted. The thing to work on, I would say, for us would just be tightening up communication a little bit. So if flight lead wants to know weapon state that's long sticks, heaters, and fuel remaining. That's so the flight lead can keep management of the flight. I think that we could have cleaned that up just a little bit, and maybe it would have eliminated a little bit of confusion. But other than that, pretty good flight for us. That's it.
Sweet. The next one is Gamble 5.
Yeah, so we took off, got pretty good spacing to start with, saw that there was some trouble up to the north, and so rerouted north of that SA6 on ingress and tried to cover, I think it was Spade that was having some contact up to the north. We did okay to start with. There were some sorting issues where 2 wasn't sure what he was supposed to sort on. There was some miscommunication, and then he ended up coming out dry. So from there, 3 did a good job supporting us. There were a few times where we were both out. You know, I had gotten one off, he had gotten one off, but there were still a few planes to our north, and then 3 did a good job clearing our 6. We did have good mutual support. I thought we had someone pointed at them most of the time. We had okay separation. We didn't have good. We had good depth separation. So in terms of our distance from the bandits, the thing we did a bad job on, and that I've found we usually do a bad job on, is lateral separation. So making sure we have a good angular offset from the bandits. I don't know if it's because I don't brief it well enough. I don't know if it's because it just gets lost in the heat of the moment. But in general, we sort of stuck right together, and there were a few times where I thought a missile was on me, and it was really on my wingmen. So that's definitely something to look to improve on. I got my wingman killed because I misjudged the distance between, or I guess I wasn't aware of how close he was to a bandit. Thought he was further out, told him to turn back in, and then the bandit just shot him as he was turning out. So that's a point for me, is brief and delegate that you have the ultimate. I mean, if you think you're too close and you think you're going to get killed on your way out, then you can override me and shoot them at your discretion. And it's a good thing for me to realize, is that I know quite a bit less about their situation than they do. Aside from that, it went well. Good hits. There were some sorting issues because bandits wouldn't die until a couple minutes after they got hit. So 3 wasted a few AMRAAMs that way. But overall, yeah, it was just air to air until we ran out of AMRAAMs and then came home.
Sorry. You were Gamble. Okay, it's Spade 7. I don't know if Chimpok's still here. Oh, yeah, yes. Hello.
Yeah,
Spade
okay.
7.
So we started with somehow setting only map briefs for everyone, but eventually we didn't have to use it, so it wasn't a problem. So we took off, and then the first thing I heard that we should anchor. We did that for a while, but then the enemy kept started to get through, and actually I was completely tumbleweed the entire time, so the flight was more or less acting on its own, and we were engaging random targets, getting some kills. Good thing, no one died. Bad thing, so I was missing. We agreed that there won't be a door open, but I was missing some call that we should push. So I had no idea when should we push. And then when eventually we tried to, that was when the bunch of 25s popped up. So then we had to abort and RTB. Landing was the same as for everyone, people under us and stuff like that. We had to go around a couple of times. So I did horrible. Sorry, flight. but the others were did fine. They were trying to sort the targets on their own and engaging them. So it wasn't a complete disaster. It had some kills. That's it for Spade 7.
All right. The last one is Cobra. Yeah, Cobra 7.
Yeah. So Cobra 7, we took off, went to our push point, which I pushed a little bit to the east so that it was not directly over that expected SA6. Then it was called that we should go into holding. So we went into a holding pattern. By the meantime, I think second or third circle element spotted 35, which sneaked behind the Escort in seat and turned hot to us. So at least we downed one. Don't know because I haven't seen the hits of my other flights. So you might help me out if we downed both or only one of them. By that time, yeah, we went basically into something like a grinder without even having it commanded. So from there, we stayed in that area as we only had 2 MRAMs per ship, so mostly deployed them to get the enemy defensive. Then it was called that we were cleared in hot, so we went NOE, made it up to about 30 miles to the targets when we were spiked by 25s, and we were already only down to heaters and 2 long sticks, so no way to make it to the target, so we aborted. Then did another holding pattern at our previous push point. So as Hawkeye called that their Winchester, I sent the element as they still had 2 radars back to the Laos. And then we went back home and went, yeah, basically all in the same cluster fuck for landing. But made it all down except of I broke my gear, but the plane and pilot survived. The other 3. So what went good? I think everyone in that flight always had the idea of what was going on. Element Lead did a fantastic job. Also, the rest of the flight, I think we always had basically visual on each other, and even without having much comms, operated in a good manner. Yeah, that's it for my flight.
Sweet. That is the end of our formal briefing. At this point, we're going to be looking at the TAC view recording, which is in the Saturday BMS events channel. For those that are time limited, thanks for coming. We'll see you again next week. For those that want to join the TAC view ACMI, download the ACMI and join the server.